Falcon engine is an optimized spark-ignited natural gas engine that takes advantage of the positive properties of natural gas by actually increasing the performance of a natural gas engine compared to the base diesel engine it was developed from. Westport realized that there was a market niche missing in terms of medium duty, where there was already products out there, but they weren't really meeting the requirements of the end customer.
A lot of the solutions in the marketplace to date have a more minimum change type strategy. Our engine was from the beginning, if you could do everything and anything you wanted to optimize an engine for natural gas, do that, and that's what we've done.
The reason this is important is typically natural gas engines that are in the market now in medium duty have a significant compromise in fuel economy. But the goal of the Falcon project is to reduce that fuel economy deficit and in some cases actually match the fuel economy performance and improved emissions compared to a base diesel engine. We see this as a key part of the medium duty sector and a small heavy duty sector. So something from a class 3 through to a class 7 vehicle. Everyone uses vehicles of this size, so it's a huge potential. At the start of the project, we took the approach where we wanted to do more in-depth analysis and design of the concept, so we'd have a more durable product at the end. Durability is very important to truck manufacturers. The more durable the product is, the less time it goes into the dealership for repair, minimal service intervals. So if we have a durable product, it'll be less reduction in revenue for the end customer.
It's because we've taken advantage of the positive properties of natural gas. We actually have a lower cylinder pressure than the donor diesel engine, which means we're actually stressing the internal components of the engine less.
The head design and valve train design, those are all Westport technology. So that is a universal changeover. When we get the short block from the OEM, we put in our own connecting rods and piston, build up the head with our own valve train, and then connect it back down through the gear train to connect to the bottom end. So it is more durable and it is much more compact because we're able to downsize the engine and get the same performance as a larger diesel engine. With the engine architecture, we're also able to run on various fuels. Anything that's got a spark ignited requirement, we can run that fuel.
California has an optional NOx standard of 0.02. We're actually half the 0.02 optional standard. And based upon learnings from the project, we think we could improve that even further. And I think with the Environmental Protection Agency introducing these new greenhouse gas regulations in 2021, anyone who currently only has a diesel engine in their fleet is going to be challenged from 2021 onwards. They're going to have to look at alternative solutions so they can keep selling their diesel engines and get credits for a natural gas application of the same family. We're already well above what they're going to roll out in 2027. We're meeting that and exceeding those standards already. We're as clean as it gets. The vehicle demo is very important because everyone can look at CAD files and everyone can look at test results from a dyno, but to drive the vehicle makes a huge difference. And my experience is PowerPoint sell projects, vehicle demos sell programs.
We built the demonstration vehicle really to show that our engine is turnkey ready, and there's really not that big of challenge putting our engine into a vehicle and taking the next step towards production and getting it on the road.
One of the key things we thought was important is to get production intent solutions. So we've been working with production suppliers as much as we can to have their input.
Much of our engine really already started as production intent because many of us came from tier 1 suppliers or OEMs and had a good understanding of how a lot of the parts that are in our engine are actually made. Putting this engine into production, given the amount of testing we've already done and the success we've had, we should be very close.
Westport's dedicated to protecting the environment, preventing pollution, and to providing its customers with products that have these environmental benefits that also outperform the conventional products that are already out there. And that's what the Falcon engine is doing. We've been hearing a lot of interest and supportive feedback out of California and those type of states that have that role of environmental regulations. And what's really incredible about the Falcon is that it's not constrained to which class vehicle it can go into. So there's a broader spectrum of opportunity for customers that want to leave a lighter footprint and increase the performance of their current product line.
From a personal perspective, I'm proud to be associated with this team, but from a moral standpoint, it makes me feel very accomplished that we are doing something that is going to change something in the generations ahead of us. Reducing NOx and greenhouse gas, that's really making a difference.